Well, here's a little tip I'm going to put up for anybody else that ends up in this situation. My tub drain started leaking yesterday, and normally that's a pretty simple thing. You got this thing that goes in the top that's usually got the cross through it that I cut out here. I'll explain that in a minute. And then it connects to this on the bottom. This normally has a long collar on it, which is still in here actually. You can see the collar right there, screwed in. And normally when the gasket goes, you just unscrew this from the top and then put a new gasket in and then screw it back in and you're good to go. Well, this wouldn't unscrew, and I suspected that somebody must have cemented this in place, and then when I'm looking at it, yeah, there's like somebody used some kind of bloody plumber's cement or something, so that wasn't going anywhere. So I was left in a situation that was extremely difficult. I was pounding it and doing all kinds of stuff. And finally what I thought to do, so imagine this is still underneath there, and this is like this on top. Oh, there's my cross. You see the cross under there is still in that part. So what I did was I just got my Dremel out, and with a cutting disc like that, I just went down inside like this and right around the edge. You got to be careful not to go too shallow or you're going to hit your tub. But I just went around like this, and at first I went really deep and it was too deep and it didn't do me any good, so I brought it up a little bit and going slowly and carefully with that disc. It took about 5 minutes to get through all the way around. And then I just popped that off. Actually, when it went through in the final part, this part clunked down underneath the tub. It just fell out, and this came loose. And now I just gotta go tomorrow when Home Depot's open and buy some replacement parts. So I was watching a fella's video on how to do this whole thing. It was a very helpful video. Turned out I ended up in a bad situation just because of that, this thing being cemented in place there. You can see some of the cement right there. That's not a good thing to do with your plumbing. It's meant to come apart, and it's meant so that you can fix a leak very easily by screwing that out, putting in a new gasket, and then screwing it back in. So, and look, you can see here, there's the cement all over the gasket. It's just covered in cement. And the gasket actually looks pretty good still. I think the cement was what was holding the whole thing, and that finally gave way. So anyway, Dremel saves the day, and it looks like I'm taking a day off work tomorrow, however, but at least I don't have to incur the expense of a plumber. The rest of this should be easy to put back together from here.